So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
And when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Wilson will throw again. Pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Dancing to his left. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down. To the air again with Bridgewater. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Wilson. Being chased out left. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Wilson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up. And you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
We got 3. Run left.
Again, Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? And Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And McManus able to put it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. They will start at the 25 as Spencer elects not to return this. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. 2 yards, good enough for a first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Six-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, Gordon once more. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Gordon on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
6 yards left on second down. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. He's got his big tight end Fant. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Seahawks have recovered.
I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Throwing is Wilson. Quick throw, and that's Eskridge on the slant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So from the 36 now, first and 10. This is Carson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 30! And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game. And here, the turnover leads to a go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp. And it came back to bite him right there.
Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Here's Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. He finds his man, complete. It's Spencer. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On and Bridgewater. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Bridgewater to throw it. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos. Noah Fant, 26 yards. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at about the 32.
We got 3. We got one left.
Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Von Miller, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Pat Surtain. But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the 1st down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage or something.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Now a dump off here complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Throwing is Bridgewater. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Left.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We go right forward. Hey.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They run it with Carson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle. Building. They're set for football. So are we as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Broncos will have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And Deontay Spencer deep for the Broncos. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league, had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Locke trying again after the pick six. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Locke working out of the gun. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Locke on target there to Fant, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Locke again. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On first down, Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now it's Carson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Carson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Gerald Everett, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good to make it 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. They will start at the 25 as Spencer elects not to return this. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. On first down, Locke. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Now Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Locke looks to throw it again. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Locke now to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. To throw it is Locke. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And Able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
45, 6 man. Check cross, check cross, check cross. Kill, kill, kill.
They go back to Carson here on second. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Michael O.J. Mudia with the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They run the counter. Carson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Locke. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Locke. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On first and 10, here's Locke. Going right back to Fant. Touchdown, Broncos! Noah Fant on the touchdown pass from Drew Lock. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options. And while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Forced out to under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. Lock now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Locke. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Into the red zone, it's Locke. This will be caught. Judy, touchdown. Drew Lock on target to Jerry Judy. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They go back to Carson here on second. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. From the shotgun, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. Flushed out right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Locke gonna throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Spencer. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup there at 22. Now left side on the swing pass. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Again, it's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's taken down inside the 30. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Drew Locke, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another. Well, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.